We've got Reece Nelson for you, 20 million just for you.
Do you know what? He probably cooks for them as well.
He improves their team.
Matt also says that you should compare Kulusevski to Nelson.
It's a fairer comparison. You ain't getting a Saka comparison.
Kulusevski's better than Gabriel Martinelli. Stop the rubbish, man.
Who's better than Gabriel Martinelli?
Martinelli. We're not talking about that.
I love how he's comparing it to left wingers, bro.
I'm comparing them. I'm not going to say Saka, am I? And I'm not going to say Martinelli off the back. Like, no, Ram. Wingers are wingers. A good winger.
All right, but did you just say Kulu's better than Martinelli?
Most definitely.
You're saying that because of one season last year that Martinelli didn't do great.
Martinelli's had one good season at Arsenal. Every other one's been meaty. Let's stop that.
Kulusevski had a good half season, bro.
When he come in and he was like, "Come on, bro." Kulu isn't.
You see how they shift the post, yeah? Because it was like, oh, Kulu's better than Saka. Kulu's better than Saka. Now they have to go. No, just compare it to Nelson. That's the level. Okay, let's move on. Let's stop. Let's stop these.
What? Who said Kulu's better than Saka though?
No, when he first come in,
you guys did.
So what? 2 years ago. 2 years ago, if he performed better than Saka for like 6 months of the season, he was better than Saka at the time. But it's been 2 seasons since then, since he first come in. Let's stop this, man.
No, but you guys still bring it
2 years old.
Yeah. You still ran with the agenda, though, George.
Yeah, it's Reece Nelson or no comparison. Otherwise, you're losing everything.
Just waffling. Arsenal literally have one good winger in their team, and they're talking like you literally got one good attacker, bro. What are you lot talking like you're some privileged guys or something?
We've
got Saka and then no one else. What are we doing here?
One good attacker.
Well, we've got one good attacker.
Guys, don't get sucked in. He said the same thing about my club. Yeah, don't get sucked in. Please.
This guy,
Ram. Your club literally has one attacker that can finish. Everyone else cannot put the ball in.
You better be talking about Diogo Jota.
Liverpool over the past.
You better be talking about Jota. You don't be cussing my boy. Because Jota is one of the most clinical strikers in the Premier League.
Jota doesn't play. You said it yourself. He was injured for what? The majority of the past 2 or 3
seasons. It's not my fault with some guy landing on his knee, bro. What do you want me to do?
The best ability is availability. If you're not around, don't come here comparing to players that are around.
George, I live with old man Henderson in my team as availability. Sometimes it ain't, bro. Sometimes
Spurs fans say their comparisons are wild, man. Like, bro, last season I had to hear Spurs fans say Basuma's better than Rice, Maddison's better than Odegaard. I had to listen to all this crap, bro. And you expect me to take it seriously?
Again, it's Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans love to make they create narratives that aren't really there sometimes to try and make the players look better. That's a lot of the time what is happening. Basuma better than Rice was never a narrative. He started off the season well, but it was never a narrative.
Please. You had shows. Tell this. I
was on the shows, and I can tell you right now, the Basuma Rice was not a narrative.
Not you, but your fans.
Staffy, KJ did that backstage. Mark here said Terry said he would be happy with 15 goals. I didn't say GA, I said goals in his first season, and he got 16. Johnson had the same. I think you're being unfair on Spurs. I mean, I haven't said anything. I've sat here in silence listening, and I love the top 6 show. Sit here and be quiet for large parts. But I said 15 goals from Rasmus, not GA. Look, Brennan Johnson's good, but what more is going to come from him? One good attacker, but scored 15 plus more goals than you.
System was much better last year. Arsenal's system created a lot of chances, so they finished their goals. But if you look at the individuals, the likes of Havertz, the likes of Jesus, the likes of Martinelli in front of goal, very questionable, man. Jesus most definitely.
George, let's be honest, yeah. I guarantee if you compare every single attacker that Arsenal have to you,
doing comparisons by singular,
all of them win.
How do they win? On what metric? What are you measuring it on? Are you going to do combined 11?
Hold on. You just said Havertz. You just said Havertz, bro. But when Havertz got put into the striker position, no one in the league got more goals than him from the period they got put.
Say that again. What are you trying to say with that?
In the
Don't
new
just throw
year-
statements out
No,
there.
no, 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 no.
Say it with your
Because-
chest what
no,
you're
no,
going to
because
say.
you just
Is he
said-
the best
you-
striker
because you
in the
just
league?
said
Is
he
that what
did-
you're trying to
no.
say? Because you just
What's
said he
that?
scored
Yeah,
more
No,
goals.
no,
than
no,
everyone.
no.
Havertz
Don't
is
try
one of
that.
the
Don't try
better
that.
attackers in the
No,
league.
If you're
Don't
going to
try
say
that.
something, at least say it properly. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm trying to say
Otherwise,
that
it's
you
nothing
just
statement.
said we have no good attackers, and then you named Havertz, even though when Havertz actually started playing attack in our team, he was actually putting goals to the back of the net. So you can't say he ain't good. You were saying him,
He
Jesus,
didn't score that many
and you're
goals,
cracking,
though.
and you're grabbing
How
onto
many goals did he
Jesus.
score?
But there's
Giuseppe,
more
how
than
many
goals
goals did
to
he
the
score?
game, though.
You just
13.
said no, because what?
13.
No, how many in striker position? Because he didn't score all those in the striker position. And what you're trying to make it seem
He
like is he
scored
scored
one in
more goals.
midfield. But
No,
the
because
rest of them came in.
what Giuseppe said though was that when he played striker, he scored more goals than any other striker in the league.
Yeah, that's a
Okay, so
fact.
how many times did he play striker and how many goals did he score? Because I don't think that is true. I don't
Bro,
think
from
that is true.
January to the end of the season.
Now don't do it
Brother
from
was scoring.
January. You said the whole
No,
season.
but that's when he
I know
started
you
playing
don't-
striker. But no, that's when he
That
started
is when
playing
he started
striker,
playing
bro.
striker, though.
So how many
No,
goals
that's
did he
what I'm
score?
saying.
No, how many goals did he score in the striker position? This is what I'm trying, because you're not going to sit here and do fake stats. We all know what we saw in my eyes. Kai Havertz scored a couple goals, important ones at that. No one can take that away from him. But trying to sit here and act like he's a good striker or someone that can get you through the season in the striker position is absolute rubbish. Richarlison's pretty much scored the same amount of goals as him last year.
Bro,
Bro,
let's not.
You know,
compare?
it's funny.
You know,
Let's
then-
Karen Mitchell up top, bro. Let's
and
not
then
sit
you
here
say,
and laugh.
then-
Come on.
You're
no,
going to sit here and laugh when I say Richarlison.
and say you're not
You
doing
think
these
I'm mad for
comparisons.
laughing at Havertz? Stop it now, man.
No, I'm not. No. There's a big difference, right? If a player isn't scoring goals, what else are they doing? Havertz complements the system to allow us to compete for the league. Richarlison doesn't do none of that. If he ain't scoring goals, what's he doing? Pigeons. Like, come on now. There's a big difference.
To say an attacker that got 20 GA last season weren't good last season is wild, bro. You're just saying that because the narrative is of Havertz, bro.
I've watched him in my eyes and he's just not that
bro,
good.
but then you're trying to use
again, wait, Giuseppe, I acknowledge the fact that he scored some important goals. I acknowledge that he had good performances, but you went out there and tried to say that he was one of the best strikers in the league when he played in strike, which is cap.
I'm gonna ask you
absolute cap.
I'm gonna ask you something, bro. Yeah, name me one good Brennan Johnson performance from last season. One game where he had a
wait, Giuseppe, did you listen when I spoke about Johnson? I said I'm not going to be the one to wave his flag. So please listen.
Are you trying to wave his assist?
I said I'm not waving Brennan Johnson's flag because as much as I think it's been effective and impactful at times, I don't rate him that highly. He's not my type of winger, so I'm not going to wave his flag. That was the point.
Did man just say?
There's no backtracking. Souls, did you listen? Did you listen or did you not?
Well, we're not talking about Brennan Johnson. Okay. Do you rate Brennan Johnson, Werner, and who's the other one? Richarlison. Do you rate them? Just
I don't rate them like that. But again, they still have impact in games. I can still recognize, and you can say no one cares, but if Brennan Johnson gets 11 assists, he can't be shit. You're not going to say
Nunez has better impact than them players, man. I'm just saying.
Bro, I'm just going to say, with assists, you can pass the guy the ball. He runs past three guys, nutmegs someone, and then goes top pins, and it counts as an assist.
Hang on. Fabrizio Romano has just stated in exclusive Tottenham Hotspur exploring a move for Dominic Solanke. Difficult deal as he's a key player for Bournemouth. No formal bid so far, but Spurs are now exploring the options for Dominic Solanke. Breaking news while we're live on the Top 6 show. George, my brother, Durag Diaries, talk to me, my G. Dominic Solanke.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna say that like he's a bad player. No, I'm trying to give my honest opinion here. I wouldn't say it doesn't excite me. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. It doesn't excite me. It wouldn't be if Tony or someone come in, I'd be a bit more jumping out of my seat, be like, this is some serious business. But I'm not gonna take nothing away from Dominic Solanke. He had an amazing season last year. I think technically he's one of the better strikers in the league. He can really play with the ball at his feet. And if you need a player that's going to be in there doing the passing, doing the hold-up play, and doing all the moving, being involved in the all-round play, like these guys are just saying Richarlison doesn't do, Dominic Solanke does that. And he can build upon that for a team. But, again, in front of goal, he is questionable. He does need a lot of chances at times to finish. But I do like Dominic Solanke. I don't know what the price they're going to be quoting. If it's around 35 mil, which I would suggest it probably is around, considering he's an English player, he scores quite a bit of goals. But it's just not. He's not going to get me out of my seat. He's definitely a decent player. I'd like to see more of him this season. And if he did come in, I'm not going to be mad at it at all. Will I have the expectation for him to score 20 goals? Maybe not. But 15 plus, he's definitely capable of it. So it is a good signing. No one could take that away from us if he does come in.
Yeah. I think he's actually not bad for Tottenham, to be honest. I think it'll be all right, like, to be honest.
Better than
No.
I was waiting for this.
It's shameless, sorry. That's shameless.
That's not shameless.
The one thing I will say,
George, say that with
one
your
thing
chest.
I will say is going back to what we said earlier, this link then goes back to the thing of why is no one getting Ivan Toney? Because he ain't going to be cheaper than Ivan Toney. There's no way. I think you're going to have to spend 50 million on him.
It could be
minimum.
that back thing, though, Giuseppe. It could be that back thing.
What? Because he's got syphilis.
Scoliosis.
I know. People don't think I'm listening sometimes. I'm looking elsewhere, but it's because I'm checking on news. I'm listening to you guys speak. I actually don't think Dominic Solanke's a bad signing. I really feel like he's a talented player who essentially just made some bad moves early on. And as soon as Bournemouth started playing football, you saw him come to life. And the chances Spurs create, I think he'd absolutely lap it up. I think he'd genuinely lap it up. I really do. I think he'd lap it up. Some super chats here. First one says, do Spurs not get a few seasons like other teams to put a team together? It's true.
Yeah, but
no one said that. No.
Apparently not.
You do, but
I back you, Tottenham. I back you on that one.
I agree that you don't need to be competing for the league right now with your manager. I'm not saying that, but the reason we're onto you is because you're disregarding and disrespecting like Aston Villa, just like you're levels above them, bro. You're not levels above them.
I done the exact same to Newcastle last season, and guess what happened? They're levels below us. So,
but they could come and finish above you this season. They could actually finish above you this season, bro.
Just like they could finish above you. I'm just pretty confident that they won't. That's the only thing.
Do you think you have a better starting 11 than Newcastle?
Let's not do this. Do this.
Because you ain't, bro. I'll be honest. You ain't got a better starting 11.
Tell me we ain't, and I'm going to tell you we do, and then we're just going to go back and forth. So it's pointless. I don't know what you want to do here. We finished
Newcastle's got a better attack than you, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100.
There we go. This here says Kai got more goals in one season than Richarlison has for 2 seasons in the Premier League for Spurs. I knew
Terry,
that.
I'm not doing this comparison. I can't take a Tottenham fan talking whack about my attack when you got a pigeon up front. I'm sorry, George. I can't take it from you.
Jason says it's clipped up on here. Watch it, George. Banging on about being in the Champions League to Liverpool fans. Told us United fans we wouldn't win anything, and bang on about your season only getting better. Pure waffle is what Jason says.
I'd love to see.
I believe this 100% after hearing George today.
Tottenham fans
my dog's gone back to his crate, and he's a shepherd. That's what he is. He's a lovely little German shepherd, but he's gone back to his crate because he's scared little baby. My little boy, my little. I'll call him my little furry baby. Is what I call him. Although 2 of the kids from next door leant over our fence earlier on today. I've never seen 2 kids shit themselves so much. He basically ran up the 6.5-foot fence. He's like, I was like, yeah, kids, don't lean over the fence because Rocky will bite you. Who had the best kits out of the Premier League?
The Arsenal away cut top is up there.
No, Man United's white kit last season. The level of control I had to put on myself to not buy it because I'm not giving money to the Glazers is crazy. Didn't Newcastle smack you, George? You're having a mare. So I got to do it.
Yes.
Hey, bro, Napoleon Dynamite.
Was that 2 seasons ago now?
It was 2 seasons ago, yeah.
That was got a payday, innit?
No, they smacked you. No. Hold on. They made Van de Ven eat grass last season, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. I remember they did.
Oh, were you talking about that game? And we still finished above them after that. Oh, pointless. Like,
there we go.
What do you want to do with that? Like I said, my argument was we're better and we finished above them. I'm still right. So shoot me now.
There we
Oh,
go.
man.
Jason also says here, George, the same Newcastle team you were more than confident of going to and getting a result only to lose 6-1. That is also in the clip I'm on about.
Do you know, for Spurs fans, it's the best game to go to because you're guaranteed a free day out because they always refund you. Every single time.
And yes, I do like the blue kit. The blue kit's very, very nice. But until I see it and the Glazers to leave fully, I'm not putting my money in.
100% gone. Okay.
Aye.
Look.